Like what you see? Like to be in the know? Visit facebook.com/WBGU and like us today. Stay in touch with what's new at WBGU-TV, national PBS programs, local productions, station events, and more.
Denny Kopp, I'm a guitar maker, and I live here on Catawba Island. This is my little workshop. The old world term is luthier, because I guess it began with the building of a lute. I kind of see myself just as a plain old guitar maker. I wouldn't know how to build a violin or a lute. I build maybe 20 guitars a year. I think my most proficient year I made 25, but my passion is building the Archtop jazz guitar like this. I don't know if I can do cool jazz. I know enough four-note chords to play out of key. There's a reason for the name. The model's called the Betty Swing model, which was actually my grandmother's maiden name. I remember Grandpa and Grandma used to take me, they'd do Western swing. That was my first exposure to like big band music and stuff like that. But that's probably what these guitars are meant for the most, is jazz quartets and big band. One of the most significant guys playing my guitar is Bob Ferrazza from Oberlin College, the Jazz Music Conservatory. The little college is tucked away in Oberlin, but that's probably one of the top 4 or 5 jazz conservatories in the world. I love making archtop jazz guitars. You gotta have an electric guitar in your mix. The little electric guitar here is named the 419 model, which is, of course, Northwest Ohio's area code. I remember when I was in school, I thought, geez, before I die, I want to make a guitar for Mick Turner. I remember showing him the 419, and he decided, yeah, I'm in. So we did a model for him. They're from Australia, and that's how I have 3 or 4 guitars in Australia. And then his tours a lot end up in Japan and stuff, so I have some guitars in Japan. I think Ferrazza's connection has probably benefited me the most for my archtops, and the Mick Turner connection has helped me the most with my 419s. I used to think it was hocus pocus when they said, yeah, but that man builds that guitar that sounds that way. And I thought, no, as long as you do it all to the same measurements and everything, no, I was wrong. One case in point is 2 customers in Lakewood. They both work at the same lesson studio, so they're around each other all the time. One guy probably does half his gigs, maybe more than half his gigs, as a bass player. The other guy is a guitarist all the time, a lot of blues gigs. I built 2 17-inch Betty Swing guitars. They're basically identical. You could take one out of each case, switch them, and put them back in. When I delivered, these guys were sitting there playing for a while. And after 40 minutes or so, they get the brilliant idea, oh, let's switch. So they switch, and after a few chords, they're like, let's switch back. And it turns out the one I made for Chris Vance is perfect for him. As soon as he picks it up, he feels it, he loves it. It's real warm and bassy. And Joe Blues, his guitar is, it's more even and probably it's a lot brighter. And that's all in how I carved it, because I had that specific person in mind as I carved it. I guess it's a niche market, but it's been the most rewarding trade I've ever had. Want to play it?
Scenic Stops is brought to you by WBGU-TV. Support great local programming by giving now at WBGU.org/pledge.